Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. I get asked this question all the time, and it's a strange question, which is, I want to be famous. I want to be a famous artist. How do I become a famous artist? Now, don't get disappointed. That question actually is not that unusual when you think about a generation that has grown up seeing nothing but instant fame. Meaning, Andy Warhol really screwed us up by saying everybody gets their 15 minutes of fame. But the thing is, with the internet generation, with reality TV generation, everybody thinks they deserve to be a star. Maybe we all deserve to be a star, but understand there are not enough slots within the star world that everyone can be a star. It's just the reality. Not everyone is going to be, no matter how talented they are, no matter how incredible they are. They just can't be because there isn't enough openings in the star lineup, let's say, the star lineup, if we're thinking about it in terms of a team of sorts, for everyone to be a star. All right? So let's think about what famous means. Two different things. There's famous, and then there's infamous. And it's a tricky thing because sometimes things cross over into where someone is famous, someone turns infamous. O.J. Simpson comes to mind. But also think about when you're saying, I want to be famous, are you really saying you want to, for example, be a YouTube star? And there are some very infamous YouTube stars that I think generations from now we won't look as fondly back upon. Ask yourself. I'm not giving you an answer on that. Ask yourself. So let's define a few things real quick. Let's go for a ride. The definition for famous is they're known by many people. A widely known restaurant, for example, could be a famous restaurant. They're honored for their achievements. They are excellent at what they do. They are first rate at what they do. Famous. Now, let's talk about infamous. Definitions. Not respectable. Having a reputation of the worst kind. Notoriously evil, as in an infamous traitor. Causing or bringing infamy or disgrace. An extreme and publicly known or evil act. Infamous. So when you're talking about fame, don't get it confused with infamous. You don't want to be remembered for an infamous act. All right? Fame is a very tenuous sort of thing. You can't hold on to fame. It's very fleeting. It'll come and go. An art career is really a roller coaster. It goes up and down. Nobody goes up forever. It doesn't work that way. Even the most famous of artists have their ups and downs. And really, you shouldn't be shooting for wanting to be famous. Instead, shoot for a lifetime of serious work. Don't shoot for the money. Don't shoot, even think about it in terms of, YouTube stardom. Those that shoot for money, fame, this, that, and the other, they're probably working on the infamous side. And all these YouTube stars that I'm talking about, right? Versus those that are just working hard diligently, their nose to the grindstone, trying to make something substantial, right? And do that with your own life. Define for yourself what that means. Some people confuse fame for being a success, right? Success means many different things to many different people. So define for yourself what success means. For example, my father, he was a hardworking man. He went 9 to 5 doing his job, came home, helped raise his family, and I call that a very successful life, right? So define for yourself what success means. It does not have to be fame, billions of people knowing you, for you to have a successful life or a successful art career. There are millions of incredible artists out there that never get 1 ounce of recognition. And it's because the system is problematic. We'll get into that later on in one of these videos. But there aren't not enough slots within, let's say, a famous artist football team for everyone to be famous. There simply aren't enough slots. So don't shoot for that, because you are setting yourself up for failure. And don't shoot for infamous, because in the end, that will be an empty search that you go through. And one last thing, guys, I want to show you something. I showed it in the intro. This little painting right here, okay? This one right here, if y'all could see it, okay? It was given to me by a former student of mine. Her name was Cecilia. And the reason I show this to you is because she passed away. A young artist in the prime of her life, and she passed away. But until she passed, she always made work, knowing that she had a finite timeline on her life because she suffered from MS. But what did she do? She kept working, not for fame, but because it was a passion of hers, because she loved doing this, because she felt she had something to say about the world in which she lived. Not seeking instant fame, not to be infamous, but simply because she had a vision. She felt something within the world that she saw was worthy of being spoken about. No real interest in fame or fortune, just making objects. Think about that. You can make an impact on people's lives simply by what you do on a day-to-day basis. And that in itself, I think, is far more rewarding and far more significant than being famous. Make something beautiful every day. All right, guys, enough of me preaching on my soapbox. This is a very quick little video for this week. Until next week, peace and love, my brothers and sisters, and keep on keeping on.